Okay, so we've got our mic audio running. We've got our game audio running. What was that, Rice? Yep, don't worry. Desktop audio is not enabled on my streaming software, so people can't hear you. They just hear me talking to myself. It makes it even better on my Fallout New Vegas streams for Ted Kaczynski because I have a mod enabled that makes my characters start hearing voices the crazier they get. And so I'm talking to myself while I'm playing the stream because I'm talking to people on Discord, and then they're hearing voices in the game talking to my character. And sometimes I talk to the voices. Like if I hear a voice in the game telling my character it's time to kill everyone, I'm like, in a minute, we'll get to it. Okay. That music is so annoying. Oh, and they don't even have a music volume slider. They just have an overall volume slider. Okay, so I'm hating this a little so far, but then again, the music is only in the main menu. Thank God. So I think the AI is only being used for generating events and characters and conversations because it just took like 15 to 20 seconds to load the report for the first day. So I think that's AI generative. All right, I'm going to experiment with something real quick here on OBS. Okay, that does work. Perfect. Yeah, there's only so much you can get away with and actually get a game on Steam. Well, it's a Steam game, so someone will probably put in a mod to be able to change it from the black cross to the swastika. We'll see. In the meantime, we must go over daily reports. Since you are welcome to the game, you are a member of the Obelisk regime's law enforcement agency. Your goal is to maintain order and suppress dissent in the heavily regulated society. The world is divided into 5 countries. We have Ostvek, Aurora, Arantia, Obeliska, and Vespera. Each country has its own unique culture and restrictions. The Obeliska regime enforces strict laws and regulations, monitoring every aspect of the citizens' lives. Reasons to be able to arrest someone, we need to be aware of these. Belonging to the restricted faiths. Faiths. Yeah, my German accent fails me occasionally. Jewism or other forbidden religions. Like literally Juusism. So Jewsism. Wearing unauthorized religious symbols, speaking ancient or banned religious texts aloud, associating with known members of restricted faiths, possessing multiple passports or IDs, attending secret gatherings or worshiping circles, having facial features considered impure by state standards. Oh, we are going hardcore here. I am liking this. Being a descendant of a previously purged bloodline, failing to report a relative who doubts the state, listening to foreign or faith-based broadcasts, expressing non-heteronormative behavior. Okay, let me double check Discord here. Okay, she's already gone. Carrying forbidden books or relics, unauthorized food, art, or foreign objects, criticizing any decision made by the High Bureau, looking different from state-defined state-defined ideals, hair, height, skin. Okay, so there's a lot of reasons I can arrest people. It must make recruiting spies to enter the country very difficult. Expressing doubt about official historical records. Okay, so we're going into post-war Germany here. Having been seen with someone already detained, having neighbors report strange smells or chants coming from your home, possessing a map or notes of restricted areas, being related to an executed dissident. Actually, I should probably be streaming this to Discord too. Feels kind of rude otherwise. Huh? Triple, actually. I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Discord at the same time. And I'm still maintaining over 6,000 kilobits per second with no frame drops. Possessing a map or notes of restricted areas, being related to an executed dissident, failing to perform required public rituals, questioning orders from enforcers or bureau members, owning documents with outdated or banned symbology, document items. Certain document items can provide rights and benefits. Entry permits grant access to restricted areas. Active soldier certificate proves a person's military service. Refugee certificate offers temporary protection for those fleeing persecution. Religion certificate verifies someone's faith affiliation. Asylum certificate provides a safe haven for those persecuted by the regime. Birth certificate confirms a person's identity or ancestry. So we're an evil dictatorship, but we still take in refugees and people fleeing other countries based on religious persecution and so on. Okay. All right, so passports. The following passports are recognized by the Obliska regime. We have the Ostvek passport, the Aurora passport, the Arantia passport, the Obliska passport, and the Vespera passport. Each passport has its own unique restrictions and privileges. Countries. Familiar yourself with the 5 countries. Ostvek is a restricted nation with a strong emphasis on conformity. Okay, I'm seeing some parallels here. We have a couple of countries that are very similar. We have Aurora, country of the growing dissident movement. Arantia, land of ancient traditions and forbidden knowledge. Okay, so we're not going to be getting a lot of people from there unless we're arresting them. Obliska, totalitarian regime's homeland, where dissent is not tolerated. And Vespera, a mysterious land enshrouded in sorcery and secrecy and propaganda. I get a feeling like Vespera is like behind the Iron Curtain Soviet Union. That or Arstek, it could be Soviet Union. Either way. The Obliska regime recognizes 5 main faiths. So we have Judaism, which is a restricted faith that will automatically get you arrested. We have Christianity, tolerated faith with some restrictions. Islara, a forbidden faith with severe penalties for practiced. Hindara, mysterious faith with unclear intentions. And Budokai, a rare and enigmatic faith shrouded in secrecy. Okay, so we have Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and fucking Shinto. Okay. Well, no. Well, okay, it could be Buddhism, I guess, because Buddhism and Shinto do have some stuff in common, I guess. Important items. Be aware the following items can be crucial to your success. Forbidden relics or books. Unauthorized food, art, or foreign objects. Maps or notes of restricted areas. If you give weapons to suspects, they can use them against you. Be cautious when interrogating civilians. They may have hidden information. Use the phone to contact your lieutenant and gather field intelligence. Remember that this is a role-play game, so follow the rules and laws of the regime. Let's see here. Interrogate civilians to uncover hidden information. Investigate thoroughly and decide their fate. Use the phone to contact your lieutenant to just play as you want, but remember the Obliska regime is a totalitarian dictatorship, so you do have to follow laws and rules of the regime. You can choose what to do with their belongings. Use them wisely. Okay. Oh, okay, so the day report goes there. That's handy. Now it's AI using AI generation to determine what pieces they've already set to use from the already pre-set up pixel art. She stood in the central square of Obliska's capital, surrounded by imposing walls of the city, just before being seized. Koch raised her arms in a futile attempt to surrender. Two plainclothes agents from the Obliska secret police sprang from an alleyway, pinning her to the ground with linked metal cuffs. Subject name August Koch. Koch's possessions of multiple passports and IDs, as well as her association with known members of restricted faiths, especially Judaism. Raises concern about potential smuggling or espionage activities. Additionally, her story mentions a failed attempt to surrender, suggesting that she may be trying to escape the authorities. Koch's suspicious behavior and possession of unauthorized items warrant further investigation. Association with multiple faiths. Association with restricted faiths and multiple passports IDs can indicate ties to underground networks or clandestine activities. Based on the arrest reasons provided, Koch could be charged with associating with known members of restricted faiths, possessing multiple passports and IDs, failing to report a relative who doubts the state. Charges suggest that Koch may be hiding information about her affiliations and activities, which could be crucial in uncovering potential threats to the state. Should be interrogated to determine extent of involvement with restricted faiths and any potential espionage activities. Her caught story and inventory items will likely hold significant clues. Okay, so the flail is going over here. We are not going to use that. Family photo. It's a medicine bottle. It's a leather satchel of it. Can I not see what is in the leather satchel? Okay. And her ID badge. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check here. But they're not allowed to have weapons. I like the very Cardassian nature of this game. Trying to show some semblance of cooperation, perhaps a mistake on my part, but those items in my inventory, I can explain them. The medicine bottle is for treating family members who may have been injured during the protests. And the flail, well, it's just a tool I was using to clear cobwebs from our home. Oh, yeah. Family photo, picture of my parents and little sister. Mother Alara, doctor in the hospitals. Oh, the X in the top right. Like at the top right of the day report, there's a little X. Close it. Da, 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 da. Okay. See here. Officer, I think there's a misunderstanding. My sister. Attended church services. Come on. Okay. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You said your status as a member of Purge bloodline. Why were you in possession of multiple passports, IDs of your arrest? Oh, okay, hold on. So I'm not interrogating the person who was arrested. I am interrogating someone else. One moment. Okay, the AI is already crapping out on me. Dispatch 2 squads to remain units. No signs of occupation or recent activity. Hidden compartment in the attic containing following items. Handwritten journal. Victor's line. Box. Residence. Okay. Who was that leaving? All right. Okay. Are you still there, Shark? He's busy. Okay. No worries. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Um, what is? During your arrest, contact. Okay, let's see how much information we can wring out of this lady now that she's willing to admit that she's a dissident. Um, why am I having trouble remembering how to spell surveillance? Oh, it's 2 L's. I was pretty much right on the money the first time, just too few letters. Now to leverage their own basis for their ideology against them as to why they should tell me what I want to know. You say you like help. I'm not taking that path. This person supposedly is part of a Islam and faith group that mainly does community works projects and helps the community. So I'm telling them point blank that hey, I've already gotten them to understand that being truthful with me will earn leniency, and I'm asking them, okay, when's the next meeting at the warehouse? Because if we know when that next meeting is, that saves us a lot of resources on surveillance that can be redirected to better helping the people of the Obliscan state. Oof. Well, that's funny. If he was leveraged into doing that, why would he have a gemstone? A gemstone would imply either that he had something he didn't really need or he was paid. You don't pay someone that you leverage into doing something. The AI is really taking some time to crank out information here. I've been sitting here for like a minute and a half now. I think I stumped it. Oh, yay. I have a couple viewers on YouTube. Thank you to whoever's watching. Okay, I think I may have shorted the AI out. It's still trying to figure out what to say. There we go. All right, still processing that report. Age is 32. Daughter of a dead dissident. Faith. Communication with many, multiple individuals. Sowed faith. Come on. I think this AI's starting to cry. There we go. In the interest of helping your case, can you access these encrypted communications as these ciphers encrypted communications. Have the ability to provide this. In trouble. Okay. Come on, just give me the comms data. Need to know what encryption you're using and what your ciphers are. If I can get this person to give up this information, we may be able to break up an entire ring of dissidents. Um... Let's see here. Oh, yay. A bot trying to sell me bots. Go away. would have been involved. Person of interest to the Obliska secret police. Uh, Sorry, poor Islamicist. I'm not taking your excuse. If your mother was involved in the big uprising, then she has innocent blood on her hands. Now, give me what I want to know. Yeah. Yeah. So the person I'm questioning was caught with identity papers for for someone else, which is already illegal. But they were identity papers for their dead father, who died in the uprising of '43, when members of the Islam faith tried to overthrow the government, i.e., the Islamists tried to overthrow the Reich. And they also happen to have a list on them of other people who are attending their underground meetings for the Islamic faith. And so I'm trying to get them to turn as a form of like leniency, and also, hey, we're trying not to arrest everybody that you know. We just want to know what we're dealing with. Can you work with me here? Also, apparently, their mother, who disappeared at the same time that the father died, is alive somewhere and hiding. So I'd like to get the mother as well. Hmm. But in the Islamic faith, are women not duty bound to aid husbands? Very proud. Your father's activities. You have stated he was a leader in dissident movement. At the time, death during big uprising 43. Take care. Okay. All right, after this, I need to talk to my lieutenant and have him do some more investigation for me. I don't know off the top of my head. Um, okay. August Koch. Are within five that are letter appearance to the missing Lara Slan. Come on. You gotta break eventually. I might be willing to ignore your dissident mother's activities and whereabouts after she went missing if you give me the information I want. You gotta give him a shred of hope. Well, it's just you and me in here, Shark. Yeah, the AI is a little on the low grade side, but like I literally asked it a question just a minute ago, and its response, I was asking about the character's sister because originally their story had stated that the female in the photo was her sister, and the response was, I don't have a sister. I'm a machine learning model, and I don't have personal relationships or family members. The conversation we had earlier was about my character character situation and their relationship with their mother, not having a sister. Okay, yeah, AI is getting a little bad. Yay, I think I leveraged the threat of arresting their mother into getting them to give me up all the information I want. Okay. Name, proper name is August Sloan. Hiding whereabouts Elara Sloan, who is still alive. Access to secure encrypted communications. Their entire underground Islamic community. Cooperate going forward. I, individual, not rest Islam. Liska secret. Police are not bound by this agreement. Free to find arrest Alara for her involvement. Her husband. Big uprising. 1943. Charges for August. Include possession, multiple IDs, practicing banned faith, and possession of an illegal weapon. The hearted attempt resist arrest will be noted not charged. Sign of not charged at this time. Added later. A sign of good faith for cooperation in dismantling fire underground Islam movement. Okay, so the lieutenant's absolutely useless on this. I don't know. Intelligence report. All right. August Coke, Miss Lauren. Personal inventory. So the flail's been confiscated. We're confiscating the medicine bottle because I don't know what it is. All right. The person is offended that I seized a medicine bottle with an unknown substance that I couldn't test. And I had to point out, you're going to jail anyway. Apparently, they don't realize that they committed crimes. And your personal effects won't be returned to you till you're released anyway. In the meantime, we can analyze it, make sure it's safe, and if it's safe, return it back to your personal effects. And I'm having to point out to them that I'm being lenient because I'm not charging them with the 7 crimes I have them on paper having committed and admitting to, including hiding a living dissident family member, being of an illegal faith, not turning in members of an illegal faith that they've admitted to being associated with, so on and so forth. This person's got a lot of potential charges. Person's trying to claim that being of a specific faith isn't against the law. Motherfucker, I will cite you code and fucking diction. Sadly, the intelligence report doesn't give me a specific municipal code for this, but it does mention that Islara is a forbidden faith. Either way, after this response, I'm probably just going to call in Soldier. Yeah, but I've already gotten him to give up the. Apparently, this AI doesn't realize it's in the 40s, so it doesn't realize that they don't use encrypted communication applications. But apparently, they use encrypted communications applications with end-to-end encryption and so on. And I got him to give up the encryption information for the communication system for the underground Islaran movement. Apparently, I failed the case completely. Yes, I did. I didn't stamp it. Fuck. God damn it, and I overturned an entire fucking dissident movement. God damn it. Oh. Yeah, this is great. Well, I've never played Papers, Please, so I don't really have a frame of reference for this shit. Okay, so we got the day report. That's all normal. Okay. Ursula Schroeder was stood in a dimly lit alleyway in the Bliska territory. Mom was a pocket watch, two armed guards suddenly appeared from both sides of the alley, one grabbing each arm behind her back. Recent arrests in an alleyway within a Bliska territory. Possession of forbidden books or relics. They're carrying a leather satchel containing a list of restricted books and relics, which is believed to be used by members of the banned Budokai religion. Her affiliation with the Budokai religion, a faith deemed by the state as impure, raises concerns about her loyalty. Suspicious behavior and possession of restricted items hints that she may be having information about her activities or connections. Less in a dimly lit alleyway where she was distracted by a pedestrian implies that she may have been trying to avoid detection. Or she may have been trying to meet somebody. Possession of forbidden items. Alright. Alright, Lieutenant. Is not a registered member of any known Liska organizations or faiths. Frequenting gatherings at an old windmill on the outskirts of town. Helmut Kramer, former factory worker with no affiliations. Frau Mueller, Weiss. Anarchist movement, okay. Responses were incomplete and evasive. Further interrogation may be required to uncover the truth. Please interrogate all three for more information. But focus on Mueller and Weiss. Torture is approved if you deem it necessary. Okay, so Schroeder. Okay, found in possession of contraband, religious. What was in the bag? Books and relics. As illegal weapons. Likely member band Bukai Faith. Okay. Interrogation of the individuals in question, focusing primarily on Mueller and Weiss. During the initial interrogation, Frau Mueller repeatedly denied any involvement with Ursula or her alleged activism. Questioned about her past associations. Tense interrogations, eventually cracked under pressure when subjected to physical discomfort and psychological manipulation. She revealed she had indeed been associated with the now defunct organization advocating for natural remedies and peaceful coexistence. Stated this was a lapse in judgment, and she had distanced herself from their ideology. Provided no further information on the connection to Ursula Schroeder. Seems genuine. Johannes Weiss proved more recalcitrant subject. Initially, he denied any knowledge of Ursula Schroeder or his connections to her. However, after repeated exposure to sensory deprivation, psychological conditioning began to reveal information. He stated that he had met Ursula Schroeder at the windmill study sessions, claimed it was coincidence. He acknowledged having exchanged some written materials with her, but refused to elaborate on their contents. His answers were often contradictory and vague, suggesting that he is lying. I'm recommending further investigation into his background, potential ties with Schroeder's alleged activities. Additional information: both subjects showed signs of mental fatigue and emotional distress during the interrogations. Possible that they were being coerced or intimidated into providing false information. However, I will continue to monitor their responses. Interrogation sessions, including transcripts and observations. Please review the report and likely for the results. All right, and while the lieutenant is tracking down who the anarchist it goes to when released, I'm going to go ahead and hit the head real quick. I'll be right back. All right, the lieutenant did as we asked, so let's see what happened. Okay. Known as the architect. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I thought I was in the typing thing, but okay. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, okay. Hey, albino tailgater. Sorry I did not notice your message sooner. I don't get notifications for some stuff. Albino tailgater and CSX train. That's a cool name. So how are you doing? Let's see here. Have a flail. Why are you mentioning one? Crowbar come in handy for opening stubborn doors, prying import stock parts. I don't know why the AI insists this character has a flail when they don't have a flail. You don't have a flail. Why are you lying? Hatchet. Crowbar were carried for defense. That we have that out of the way. Candidly. The architect. Come on, Ursula. I don't want to have to charge you with a whole bunch of crimes. I've already got you on a couple. Uh, Alrighty. Da-da-da-da. Um, Alright, we'll use her to make a case against Johannes Weiss, and then we'll leverage that for the architect. Drastic measures need to be taken in order to achieve true change. He thinks that. Come on, I'm going to use your frickin' religion against you. Just like I did the last one, but I'm stamping it this time. Ignorance as to attempts to self-justify his actions. If you can help bring him in, prevent him from harming innocents. Self-aware. You are now aware. Danger he poses. There we go. Let's use your sanctity of life bullshit against you. Give me the architect. I'm slowly but surely getting this Buddhist chick to help turn in Der Architect, a member of the Budokai faith who is an extremist and an idealist. In his view, it's okay to sacrifice the blood of innocence in order to achieve an ultimate goal. So I'm using her sanctity of life beliefs against her. Mm-hmm. Yep, I know. I'm feeling the pain. Future streams will probably feature a restarted character because this character's kind of screwed, but I'm keeping this character for the stream. Perfect. Associate Johannes Weiss yielded tell that Ursula a contact of the architect Oh, thank you. Psychological manipulation. Oh, thanks, dude. All right. Further interrogation and psychological manipulation resulted in Ursula turning on the architect, willing to assist the rest. Okay. I don't know why it says she was arrested with a flail. The flail never made it to me. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, is the AI screwing up on your end too? Okay, since I actually stamped it this time, hopefully I'll get an actual evaluation. Especially since I managed to get her to help me turn in Der Architect. Though, apparently the system thinks there was a third weapon that wasn't actually on the table, so I couldn't actually do anything with it, but we'll see. Interrogatory quality 1, resource utilization 8, evidence analysis 8. Okay, 8s across the board, except ethical considerations and operational efficiency weren't the greatest. Still got me an A plus overall. Interrogation quality 1. Apparently I should have beat her more. Alright. Well, go home. See how we did. I'm probably further in debt. Okay. Huh. I'll be honest, it's not really impressing me so much so far. I think this is one of those games we need to let them cook a little. I like the AI, like responsiveness to interrogation, especially since you can manipulate it just like you can manipulate ChatGPT. But overall, it still kind of sucks. Yeah, I think I'm good for today. I'll do some Fallout or something. All right, and we'll stop the stream for the moment.